Welcome to another episode of the Playing Series, and I'm interrupting the Tenerife vlogs today to bring you this special one. And this is going to be no messing about, just pretty much straight down to golf. I was invited here by Ferndown a couple months ago and I've been looking forward to this the whole time. I've played here before in open qualifying, missed open qualifying by 2 shots that year at regionals, so I've got fond memories of this place. I just remember it being a very nice golf course, kind of like your typical British heathlands, like properly nice. So I'm going to go in and meet the guys, and I'm actually playing golf with a decent golfer today, so that'd be interesting. So Scott's the head pro down here at Ferndown, and first of all, do you just want to do a quick introduction of yourself and what you do down here?
Yeah, so I'm Scott Godfrey, I'm the head pro at Ferndown Golf Club. I've been at Ferndown for about 15 years now. My role's changed a little bit during that time, but my main focus really is just looking after the coaching aspect here at Ferndown. I have a few commitments with the club. Don't tend to play as much golf as I would like anymore, but all in all, this is a great place to work. Okay,
starting to drop in now, and we're going to touch on this as we go through. But what's the kind of the highlight of your golf career?
Highlight of my golf career probably was playing in the Open in 2003.
That'll do.
At Royal St George's, which it was obviously a great experience. Played with Ian Woosnam the first 2 days.
Wow.
So he sort of taught me a thing or two on the way round. So yeah, it was a great experience. Didn't perform quite as well as I would like to, but I didn't perform too badly. But certainly, yeah, some fond memories of competing in the Open.
As this is one of my Playing Series of vlogs, obviously I've got quite a lot to learn in this regard, so I'm going to ask questions from Scott as we go around, just about the playing career in general, and obviously making it to the Open and a bit more about that. Yeah, good shot. Yeah. Right, it's downwind, so I'm going to get a little 56 into this. Nice push. What have you got here?
I've got 58 degree.
Okay.
And it's probably about 3/4 one. Oof. Nearly.
Okay, we've got the 4th hole. It is 1 up to you, man. I'm down. Right, tell us about this hole. Give us a pro's description.
Wow,
where to
pro's
go.
description. Oh, tough tee shot this one. I think because the hole's quite straight, it's tough to maybe try and visualise a shot. There's a new bunker on the right hand side that was put in a few years ago, which I suppose with a slightly longer hitter does catch you out, so it narrows the fairway.
Yep.
So I should really be trying to hit a 3, maybe a 3-wood down or something, but I can't resist getting a driver out.
Straight the big one, but should be good there, yeah? Good line?
Yeah, it's left side of the fairway.
Yeah, great shot, mate. Well done. Right, so I'm going to hit a standard pitching wedge. Usually that's about my 145 shot, so with this wind it should be ideal. I like your Callaway, man. That's what we want on the channel.
Callaway, yeah.
Just lots of Callaway. I won't show what wedges you're playing. They both come up just short of this green. A little bit of short game wizardry around here. So sure, he's got it.
That's what we can do.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, good pace. but never looked like missing. Right, next on the hit list is hole 5, which looks like a pretty typical par 3 at Ferndown, yeah?
Yeah, one of my favourite holes on the course here, number 5. Can play long into the wind sometimes, so the prevailing wind is normally into, and we're looking at, off the back tees, it's over 200 yards. Today it's probably going to be playing about 190.
Bit into breeze.
A little bit into the breeze.
Sliding off the left, isn't it? Yep.
And again, redone the bunker in a couple of years ago, so they stand out a little bit more now, both on the left and the right. So yeah, it just requires a good golf shot to find the surface.
Oh, that's literally all over it.
Go on, my son.
Oh, that's almost gone in.
I don't want that one back.
It's that local knowledge, I think.
What club's this, James?
Do you know what? I'm hitting a 5-iron.
Okay.
It's 195, but it is slightly into breeze, and I'm hitting it pretty high at the moment. So. That could be good as well, you know.
Good swing. Oh. Yeah, good shot.
Cannot complain with these two here. I think I've just done you there, mate.
Is that a pinch mark near the hole?
I think that's actually your pitch mark, isn't it?
Get that one there.
Wow. There you go.
There we go.
Oh!
Follow that
Done
one in.
it. Yeah, I'm going straight. It may have like a tiny bit of right to left.
Okay.
What I'm seeing.
Oh,
It did. My 7th fairway, just hit 2 really good drives down here, approach it into the par 5. Right, so I wanted to ask you a few questions about the Open.
Sure.
Obviously, having played in it.
Yep.
What do you think is the most kind of like interesting part of playing in that? How did it feel, you know, qualifying, actually getting in?
Yeah, I suppose when I look back, it was a little bit mental. The qualifying finished on the Monday, so I was waiting at Littlestone Golf Club, and it wasn't until about 8 o'clock on the Monday evening, until the last group had come in, that I'd found out I'd qualified.
Right.
And then the actual tournament, the actual Open, then started on the Thursday, so I had 2 days to get my head around it. I had no accommodation, I didn't really have any change of clothes, I didn't even have a driver that was going to conform then to play in the Open, so
not ideal.
The Tuesday and the Wednesday, when in an ideal world you're sort of trying to relax, taking the course, luckily I had my parents with me, and they managed to find some accommodation. They went down to a local golf club, and as luck would have it, walked into the clubhouse and asked a member who knew somebody that had some accommodation. Visited the vans, raided the vans for clothes and,
right.
And
you didn't raid that guy's drawers then?
No, no, stay well clear of them. And yeah, managed to, you know, after trying about 20 drivers on the driving range, found one that I sort of was reasonably comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I know it's a lot different now. The qualifying, rightly so, is a couple of weeks before the Open.
Mm-hmm.
So I think guys have probably got a lot more time to prepare.
Yeah, not jump in straight onto the
yeah,
first tee.
jump into it. So I guess the preparation side wasn't the best, but you know, it's funny looking back, good memories of it. And I don't think I'll ever get a chance to do it again, but yeah, sort of cherish every moment of it really.
Oh, it looks good.
He likes it.
That's on it. Alright, we like that one. Almost pitching in.
So great second shot in there, James.
Good bud.
10-footer down the hill for eagle. Not the easiest part on the course.
Pretty pacey this.
Yeah. Ah, very good. Very good.
Back to 1.
Back to 1.
Alright, match update. I'm 3 down. This guy is taking no prisoners. He's just made 3 in a row.
Yeah, serious stuff. Serious stuff today. Got the A game going.
So now we're on hole 10, which is a 470-yard par 5. Chance to get the driver out.
It is a chance. Yeah. So you haven't hit your driver yet, James. So
this is it.
Yeah, I'm not going to offer you a long driving contest with this one, but yeah, this is probably one of the generous drives at Ferndown. So certainly for the longer hitter, good birdie chance. The green's pretty tricky here, it's slightly raised, so the runoff's either side and around it.
Small as well, isn't it?
Yeah, green's quite narrow, so and generally you're going to be hitting your second shot off a bit of a hanging lie with the ball above your feet. So pretty testing second shot, but certainly a chance to get the driver out.
Almost glad you didn't call me up on that long drive competition, because I'm not that far by you, am I?
I know. Sneaky lot. I've been getting down the gym quite a lot recently.
Will it filter?
Trying.
It's not bad.
Pin high.
Pin high, 15 foot.
Yeah.
That come out, does it? Or does it?
Yeah, you can't move those around here, I'm afraid, James. Nah, just yeah, it should come out. Go on, use a bit of that strength. Go on. Nah, they're concreted in actually.
Sit.
You got a flyer?
Woo.
Sure.
So this is for birdie eagle.
Birdie eagle, yeah.
It's in as well. All the way. Oh, he's not left it in the doors. Oh no, just 4 in a row, don't worry.
Oh no, I didn't want to ruin the run. Oh.
So yeah, putting, I mean, that's the thing I'm struggling most with at the moment.
Yeah.
You think you need to have a look at it, yeah?
Yeah, I think you could make a few changes to your processes when you get onto the green, and also in terms of just being more aware of how you're going to structure your actual practice time.
Yeah.
I know I certainly fell into a trap when I was younger of having an hour to practice my putting and just dropping some balls down onto a green and almost going through the motions a bit. Yeah, and I think you've got to go into a bit more detail than that. You know, if you break it up into 3 areas of green reading, start line, pace control,
yeah,
and you know that within those 3 areas what you've got to do to get better in those 3 areas.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, you can get into some good habits, good processes on the putting green and then take them out onto the course with you.
Yeah.
And that's the difference I see with some good players, where they get frustrated with their putting, they're not holing enough. You know, and we forget it's a really tough part of the game.
It is, yeah.
It is.
It's an art in itself.
But you know, I think to be successful in golf, you've got to have the ability to putt well for 4 days on the spin.
Mm-hmm.
72 holes, not just be a streaky putter, but just be consistently good.
Yeah.
4 days on the spin, and that's pretty tough to do.
Yeah, and that relies on solid green reading, getting the ball started on the right line, and
yeah,
control,
basically,
like you said, isn't it?
Basically. And you've got to be on it in your practice to what you're doing within those 3 areas. You know, and actually come away from a practice session and think, actually, yeah, I feel like I've made some inroads into actually my pace control work today,
yeah,
or my green reading, which can be, you know, if someone said you go and practice your green reading for an hour, it'd be a bit like, well,
yeah,
how do I do that?
Yeah, literally, you said it just then, and I was thinking, I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily going down the route of aim point, or those, which, you know, don't get me wrong, you know, there's some good things to be taken from them, but there's other ways you can, other drills you can do in practice to help give you a better understanding of green reading.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go through a few of those, mate.
Sure. That's the 12th hole. I remember this in open qualifying. It must have been like 6 years ago now. I was 1 under, and it was playing quite tough on the day, pretty windy, and I got behind that tree, made double, and then basically parred it in. So I guess the plan this year is to better the score, but different venue this year. We're at Minchinhampton, which is where we were last year, but game's completely different shape this year. Hopefully do right. So we're on the 14th, which is a nice little par 3. Update on the scores is 3, got it back to 2 after making a par. A birdie on the par 3, he's just made another birdie on the par 5, and I've missed another putt.
Another one, James, what's going on?
We've got the 14th, 150 yard par 3.
Yeah, good hole this one. Not particularly long, but if James pans the camera down there, you can probably see it's pretty heavily guarded by bunkers.
Yeah.
They tend to see a lot of action from some of our members.
I bet they do.
Yeah, it's
they're trying to thread a driver through the needle of the...
Yeah, it's difficult, it's difficult. A lot of people often come up short because this is all carry. You've got to carry the ball over that front trap. Green is this nice sort of bowl shape, so if you get it over those bunkers, it tends to feed in. So quite a good chance really to try and make a 2 if you are going to make a 2 on one of our par 3s around here. Oh, very good.
Needed it.
Second 2 of the day.
Right, another favourite of yours?
Yeah,
like 16.
Number 16, so again, pretty short par 4 this, but...
Do remember this, I do remember the green on this hole.
Yeah, pretty funky green, sort of over three tiers. Can get difficult when they stick the pin at the back of the last tier. But really the tee shot, we've just, the greenkeepers have built this new sort of tee complex at number 16 here, so this has tidied it up. Lengthened the back tee by about 20 yards, so it's made it a little bit longer. Today into the wind, so I'm just going to try and knock a 3-wood down there and probably hopefully be left with a little sand wedge into the green.
Yep. Have you missed the fairway yet? 119. It's kind of like into the wind, a bit uphill. I would say apply pressure, but you've got like 70 yards from the fairway, so.
Okay, so the flag today at number 16 is on the bottom tier. If I just pan up and around, hopefully you can see the contours here. So sometimes if the greenkeeper's not in a great mood, he might put the flag on this middle tier right here. Don't see that very often, but generally for some of the bigger comps like the Open Qualifying, we've just had it right up here on the top tier, which can be quite difficult to get to here. And you certainly don't want to be putting from the top tier down 3 tiers down to that bottom flag there. So yeah, although it's a short hole, this green can catch a lot of people out.
That's another 2 pars, Dormy 2. We've got 2 really nice holes to finish on. Do you know what? He's made 6 birdies today. I've made 2 birdies and an eagle. So I think collectively we've actually put some good numbers together. Right, so with Dormy 1, just made birdie there on 17. 2 a par. So that means we're going up the last.
Game on.
So the 18th. Right, do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, go for it.
So we've got a 395 yard par 4. There's a bunker that comes out on the right. How far is that off the tee?
You're looking at about 220 to get to that trap.
So we're going to try and knock it over it with 2 iron. Then you're going to do the same with 3 wood, yeah? And it kind of just opens up a bit there as well, so nice little finishing hole.
Uphill, into the wind.
Uphill.
Always plays a bit longer.
This is your little hold off 6, is it?
Right, yeah, that's all I got. Hold off every shot. It's a familiar trend coming on with my iron play. Oh no, lost it right.
I'm just going to chop a little 9-iron in there. Hope you've enjoyed this kind of like different episode of the playing series this week. Ferndown was as good as I can remember it. It's just such a nice golf course. Great condition, greens were awesome, so I'm really happy. I'm thankful they've invited me today, and it's also led to meeting Scott as well, who, so Scott's a full-time coach, and he's actually coached some top players, obviously played in the Open himself, and I'm going to come back and see him for my first bit of golf tuition basically. So he's highlighted a few things that I need to work on for sure, and as soon as I get back from the YouTube Golf Open, I'm going to give him a call, book in, and I guess that'll be the continuation of the series. We'll be actually coming up to see him the lessons, taking you through that and evolving the game even more. So thanks for watching today, guys, and see you on the next one for some back to, you know, kitchen chats and watching me eat KFC and stuff.